friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another review of Love After Lockup. Let's see if we can keep this review to 15 minutes. Alright, now let's just start off with Amber and Vincent. Okay, the most insufferable couple of the whole show. Alright, we've already established that Amber is gay. Okay, she has no interest in Vincent whatsoever, especially sexually. Okay, we've already established that. So they go back to Puppy's mom's house after, being at the strip club and doing a lot of drinking. And, Vincent is telling her, he was like, I really don't appreciate being called a con artist. You forget where you came from. So, of course, Amber, she says she's just frustrated with, the whole situation. Okay. She's frustrated with Vincent because she feels like that Vincent is not the guy that he portrayed himself as when she was in prison. So they get back to Puppy's mom's house and she goes into a bedroom. She's there with Puppy's mom. Well, here comes Vincent. And here's Amber. Amber was like, God, here he comes into the bedroom. She was like, God, I can't get away from this guy. Now, this is the same woman, okay, who accepted his proposal. Now, she can't get away from him. Excuse me. He came up in that bedroom with that brand new bed, and you weren't talking about I can't get away from him? You've been sleeping real nice in that brand new bed that he brought into the same bedroom that you want him out of. Girl, shut up. Fraud. Just ridiculous. So, Amber and Puppy's mom go outside to have a cigarette. And here comes Vincent, tagging along like a child. Okay? He was like, yeah, I know I don't smoke, but can I, just sit here with you guys? This is supposed to be your fiance, and you are asking permission to sit by her. Now, here comes Puppy's mom. Now, I don't know when she turned into Mr. Miyagi. Okay, she got all this wisdom, all right? Now, we know, because my subbies are smart, all right? We know that Puppy's mom don't want Amber with Vincent, all right? Of course, she probably wants Amber with Puppy. So here's Amber. Amber, of course, is saying that she's not feeling comfortable. She keep using the word awkward because, she haven't kissed a man in 4 years, and the first time she kissed Vincent, it was very awkward, okay? And so Vincent was like, I was thinking that we was going to have this type of affectionate relationship, and I'm not even getting a kiss. Okay, only thing I'm getting is a pushback. Right? That's all I'm getting. So here is Puppy's mom saying, listen, if it's awkward, if y'all ain't feeling each other, there may be a reason. Okay? You need to think about this stuff if you proceed on with this relationship. Amber lets us know that she is holding a secret. Woo, Lord, this season. All right, let's move on to another couple that's foolish, all right? Let's talk about Lizzie and Daniel. Now, it's been 4 weeks since Daniel been out of prison. He's sitting up in the house playing video games. Now, I know, as a felon, it must be hard getting a job. And it will be extra hard with someone fresh out of prison, being a felon, and don't even have a GED. So you got 3 things working against you. Okay? But if you really, really, really want a job, you can find a job. They hire felons at any fast food chain. That's a fact. I know this. Okay? They hire felons at, cutting down trees, doing manual labor, people who work on the roadside of the road holding signs. Some of them are felons. So it's not impossible to get a job. You just gotta have to work a little bit harder. You gotta take your feet to the street, talk to people. But you, Daniel, with tattoos all over your head, face, back, shoulders, neck, it's going to be a little bit tough, but you can do it if you really want to do it. Don't be sitting at home playing those video games, child. I keep forgetting that this boy is 21, 22 years old. So here comes Lizzie with some groceries, all right? And so Lizzie was like, well, what have you been doing all day? Okay, so Lizzie brought up the job situation. She was like, now listen, you was talking all that stuff when you was in prison. You had big game. You was talking about when you was going to get out. You was going to find a job. We was going to do this. We were going to do that. And she was like, he's aware that I want to have a family. Okay, but him sitting there, you know, all day playing video games, that ain't going to work. So, of course, here comes Daniel, you know, it's hard, you know, for me to find a job. He wants to be a mechanic. You can be a mechanic. That's not, I mean, you can do that. You got to get your GED, go to the little mechanic school. You can do that, Daniel, but, you know, again, you don't want to work. Okay, so they put the groceries up, and lo and behold, what does Daniel come across? Daniel come across some dollar store pregnancy test. Now, he's been out for a month, and Lizzie is saying that she might be pregnant. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, I don't buy it, okay? Just another weak storyline drummed up by the producer. So, of course, Daniel, he was like, what is this? Why is this in here? Yeah, why is it in the grocery bag? Where'd you get your groceries at that you need to just all of a sudden need a little pregnancy test? Girl. So, of course, Daniel, he freaks out. Lizzie, she goes into the bathroom to take the test. And when Daniel let it be known, listen, I ain't ready for kids, okay? I won't have no parts of that. And I totally agree, all right? But Lizzie is all for kids. Why you want kids so bad, Lizzie? Why you want to rush into this with someone who's sitting at home playing video games, ain't even trying to look for a job, but you want to have a baby? 5 seconds before he even got the pregnancy test out, you was fussing about him not going looking for a job, but you want a baby with this boy. So Lizzie comes out, and the pregnancy test is negative, all right? And so she was like, you know, we'll just hold off for a little bit. And he was like, listen, we're going to hold off for a long time. I'm not ready for kids. And she was like, well, you knew that I wanted a family. I want kids. And he was like, well, it's just going to have to be a little while longer. Okay? I ain't with it. All right? I am not ready. So, let's move on. All right. Now, let's talk about John B. Jr. and Glorietta. Now, it is their engagement party. All right? And so they're at this bar or some type of restaurant, real lovely inside, and his family's there, her family is there, okay? Everybody is introducing themselves. Hey, how you doing? All right. Glorietta's mom is sitting there with some of her family, and Glorietta is introducing John B. Jr. to the family. And so John B. Jr. touches Glorietta's mom on her arm. I mean, y'all, it was like this. Hey, how you doing? And she was like, ridiculous. She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, he touched me. He has no business touching me. I mean, she starts flipping out for no reason. It's not like John B. Jr. did all this. She acted like John B. Jr. touched a titty. I mean, he literally just went like that. Hey, how you doing? And he spoke. Child, okay? He wasn't grabbing this woman. He was getting this woman's attention. But, of course, she felt offended. All right? Why is he touching me? Why is he putting his hands on me? So she has a temper tantrum. She tells Glorietta. And Glorietta said, Mom, leave. Okay. And so Glorietta's mom was like, I don't want to cause no scene. This is your, dinner. I just don't want to be around him. He's in my space. He's in my space. And Glorietta said, leave. So Glorietta's mom, she heads on out the door with Glorietta's brother. And so John B. Jr., instead of letting that heifer leave, he goes following behind her. And he was like, listen, I want to have a conversation. She was like, don't touch me. She was like, why you always putting your hands on me? Don't touch me. So he was like, okay, all right. So he is trying to talk to her. And she was like, I don't care anything about your dream or what you're She's cutting him off. And then, Lord have mercy, John B. Jr. brought up Islam. Child, why he do that? Child, Gloriella's mom went off. She was like, I don't want to hear it. I'm a Christian. I don't want to hear anything about Islam. I don't want to hear it. So she freaks out. She goes back into the restaurant. She's having a temper tantrum. Gloriella's trying to calm her down. John B. Jr. is like, Lord have mercy, this is a mess. I could be somewhere writing songs. I could be in the studio. But I'm here fussing with this woman who is spazzing out. The three people I've already discussed about, sad. Just sad. Gloriella's mom come out of the bathroom. People are standing there looking at her. It was just a mess. It was a whole bucket of giggles. Do you hear me, friends? Just a mess. All right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about Josh and Shirley. Another quick one, all right? They are unable to have a nighttime date because y'all know his curfew is at 8 o'clock and he had to be back at his mommy's house. So they have to have a daytime date, all right? So they're eating lunch or early dinner and she has a sandwich and he has, it looks like salmon and asparagus, and he was like, ooh, what is this? Because he is so used to prison food, you know, so... And, you know, Cheryl made a, good point. Cheryl said, honey, you've been eating prison food. You can definitely eat this. Okay, what's wrong with you? So, they sat there, and Cheryl let it be known that, you know, of course, they got engaged while he was in prison, and she had to buy her own ring. Well, how he gonna buy you a ring? Okay, how? Okay, out of aluminum foil and duct tape and a smile, girl. I tell you, so, they end up at a jewelry store, all right? And so they're looking at rings, and he was like, what do you like? And she's like, I like this. And he was like, ooh, that's ugly. And anyway, come to find out that they can't afford no ring. They cannot afford a ring, all right? And Josh can't buy her a ring. You want to know why? Because Josh ain't got no job. He don't have no means to buy this woman a ring, you know. Like he said, oh, pay as you go. Layaway plan. Honey, child, I tell you, they be renting rings left and right. Because, of course, Cheryl, she gets upset because she's ready to get married. Right here, right now. She wants a ring. And so Josh was like, well, how are we going to do that? We're broke. Okay, it's going to take time. I'm going to have to find a job, you know, and then we will work towards a ring, a wedding. You know, it's just going to take time. But of course, Cheryl, it don't really matter. But one thing for sure, that Josh let us know that it's real nice breaking Cheryl's back. He ain't got no problem in doing that. No money is needed. Having a sexual intercourses. So stupid. Oh, that's Cheryl and Josh. That is it. Let's move on. All right, last and least, okay, we have Lacey and Shane. Shane, he's at a jewelry store, another jewelry store, okay? He says that Lacey is the one. You know, John is getting out in a couple of days. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get me a ring, okay? You know, pay as you go, okay? So if I propose to Lacey, she won't be thinking about John. We'll just get John on out the way. This is Shane's thinking, all right? She will say yes to me, and it will be me and her kids living happily ever after. Okay, Shane. Okay. So they go to this little diner, restaurant, and he proposes in the middle of the restaurant. And of course, Lacey, oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. So of course, Shane, he puts the ring on it. He's happy. They're kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. All right. So Shane goes outside to have him a good old cigarette. All right. So Lacey stays in. All right. And she's talking to her friend. All of a sudden, she's crying. She's confused. She don't know what to do. What just happened? Did I just say yes to Shane when he proposed to me, even though I'm already engaged to another guy in prison who will be out in a couple of days? Okay, so she tells Shane, she goes outside and she tells Shane, she was like, listen, I love you, but I'm still trying to figure this out between me and John, okay? I don't know what I want. I don't know about my feelings for John, okay? So I cannot accept this ring. And of course, Shane, he seems devastated, and he's upset because he's thinking that Lacey is the one. All right, Lacey is the girl for him, all right? But here's Lacey giving back the ring because she's confused. I'm confused too, friends, because it wasn't even the day before she done banged this man, and she was talking about how much she loves Shane. I love him, I love him, I love him. And she was saying that she don't know what she was going to do with John. She was making it seem like that it's all about Shane and John just out back. And apparently that's how Shane felt too, because he felt the need to go and get a rental ring. So she was like, so Shane, he was getting up and she was like, no, please, please, I'm sorry. And then, friends, it wasn't even 10 seconds later, she was like, F you, F this ring, F this fakeness. She was like pushing his shoulder. She gets up, she storms into the bathroom, and she just has a meltdown. She says that Shane is fake, that the proposal is fake, that he didn't mean it, that he was just trying to keep her to himself. I mean, she just goes off. So Shane, he's like walking along the parking lot. Here comes Lacey storming out into the parking lot, and she goes off. She's like, F you, this didn't mean nothing to you. I didn't mean nothing to you. What is this, fake? You was just doing this for this? Who are you doing this for? I mean, she was like a rabid dog. And so Shane was like, girl, what's wrong with you? And she was like, I don't want to marry you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. She was like, it's over. She was like, it's over. She said, don't contact me no more. F you. And so Shane was like, girl, F you. And so Shane gives her the finger. Now, mind you guys, 30 seconds before this big blow up in the parking lot, Shane had asked this girl to marry him. Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. 30 seconds later, it was WWE. So she didn't like getting that finger to and saying F you. So she gets out of her vehicle and she is hitting, she is slapping Shane. And honey, next thing I know, she went, honey, a good one right across Shane's face. Shane said, man, forget this. He said, I'm done with this. He was like, let her hit me one more time. Okay, you know, like Britney, hit me, baby, one more time. He was like, let her touch me one more time. Okay, he was like, get me away from her real quick. Shane would have hemmed her up. Lacey out here slapping folks, the producers. They were just standing by trying to get in between. Child, a whole bag of giggles. Just a mess. Okay. So Lacey cries, not flying, and she says she's done with Shane, and that, you know, she didn't understand Shane's reason. She thought it was all fake, you know, faking the funk. Here's Shane. Shane was like, I'm done with this B. She's a crazy B. Get me the F out of here. And that's how it ended, friends. All right? And that's it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next week, friends. Bye.